Just like we did it the last time. And then just like we did it the last time.
So today we have FlipCraft version 1.3.0, and this update brings us 128 pads, up from the previous 32 that we had. So I'm going to go ahead and just play this sample and start chopping on each layer. So we have in the middle here these layer buttons, and that's what I'm using to change layers. Alright, so now all of our layers have slices. And I'll go ahead and change the pad color on each layer so we can tell them apart easily. Alright, so each of our layers have a single color for all the pads. In the waveform up here, you see these slices. They have colors matching their layer. And if we want to see all the layers all at once, we can use this button right here. I'll go ahead and turn that back off. And we have some additional features that support these 128 pads. So you can see this little button here. This is new. If I click it, it changes the color of each pad on this layer. Alright, so now we've done that to all layers. If I want, I can right click this button to reset back to the default color. Alright, and we've just done that for layer 1 so far. So if we turn this back on, it's easy to tell where the layer 1 slices are because they're the only ones that are white. Alright. So similarly, we have another shortcut button on the left here to map MIDI notes to pads. And when I click this, it's going to start mapping from wherever I'm at sequentially. So let me turn this music off and demonstrate that. We start at middle C or note 60 by default, but if we change that assignment to, let's say, 61 for this first pad in layer 1, and then we click this button, everything is going to be mapped sequentially. So the next pad will be 62, and then 63, and so on, right? Once we get to somewhere in layer 3, Alright, so once we get to layer 3, A3, we hit note 127, which is the highest MIDI note you can go up to. So what happens next is it wraps around back to 0. So A4 will be 0. Now, another common mapping would be to go back to layer 1 and hit this first pad here and start completely at 0. So we'll just drag this all the way down and hit this button. So everything is mapped from 0 to 127. All the way to layer 4, pad B16, we have 127. So you can start the mapping at any pad you want to. It's probably easiest to start on layer 1, pad A1, but you can start on a random layer and a random pad like, I don't know, A11 on layer 3, and start that at 0 or whatever you want. We'll start that at 1 just to be different. And when we hit this button, everything will be mapped sequentially. So the pad that comes after will be 2, and the one that's before will be 0. So hopefully this makes sense. It's just an easier way to sequentially map all pads to MIDI notes. Now, if you want to reset to the default assignment where layer 1, pad A1 is note 60, then you would just right click this button and that will reset all the assignments. Now we're gonna just play some random slices, random chops for fun.